Hey guys, welcome. I'm Mark with FlowForm Bike Ramps. We're here at the Otter event. We are the sponsor of this event. Out back here, we have ramps in the ride zone. We're also at the airbag. We have 2 kickers over at the Outlaws of Dirt. We're here in the booth today. I wanted to tell you about the new line we have and our signature series with Cam McCall.
All right, so here we are at the Otter Classic at the FlowForm ride zone. This is basically the spot where you can sign your name on the dotted line on a waiver. Just grab your bike and ride for fun. You don't have to stand in line, wait to do practice for the downhill. You don't have to wait for your qualifying time. You just come here and ride. So even if you are racing, you might as well come in here and stay fresh. We've got tons of really awesome new FlowForm features linked in between all the berms and the rollers that are made out of dirt. We've got the sunset roller here, got the curved wall ride over there in the corner, a couple of rainbows around, some double bubbles, and some shore bridges. Basically just makes for a really fun place to ride your bike, something new around each corner. Seems like everybody's really enjoying it, and let's go check out some of the features. So this one right here is called the Sunset. It's got transitions on both of the bottoms, a nice roll over the top, so just something fun that spices up a straightaway. Instead of just taking pedals right along, somebody might decide to take a little bit more speed. You can manual over this thing, pump the backside, just keeps things fresh. And right behind it, the next corner there, is the Rainbow. It doesn't have the transition at the bottom, so it just kind of gives it another different fuel just to round out a good trail ride where you don't want to be riding the same thing around every corner. That one's probably fun to nose manual if you have a little bit of speed. Get a little bit of a bar turn in there, whatever you want. Cool, so right now we're checking out the shore bridge system. Basically, it's like a kit. You can set it up however you want. You can have this linked together for miles if you wanted to. It's a bunch of different North Shore inspired ladder bridges with rollers, turns, and stuff like that. So if you're setting up a trail network and you want to make it a little bit creative and exciting for the people who are coming around a corner wondering what they're going to ride next, you could get some shore bridge system and make some cool little rollers and berms and drop-offs and connectors and watch everybody ride by with a smile on their face. So linked between the rollers and berms, we have one of the FlowForm features called the curved wall ride. Pretty self-explanatory, super solid. You could leave that thing there for another 100 years and it's not budging. But basically, gives you an excuse to come into that corner extra fast. You don't have to worry about sliding out in the bottom of it. So it's a little bit off of complete vertical, so it's a good little warm-up to learn how to ride a wall ride. And the next time you encounter one that actually is completely vertical, you kind of understand the technique and you can take speed in. So that's like a nice little stepping stone to getting into more slope-style features. But as you can see here, you got people just doing lap after lap after lap, and they're loving that curved wall ride. So here we're looking at a feature called the double bubble. I'm really excited about this feature. They come in all different sizes, but basically the idea behind it is it's kind of a roller on steroids. So it's not just your standard up and over. It's got a little bit of a lip, a little bit of a gap, and then the landing's a little bit stepped up. So if you're just new to the whole catching air thing, you can roll over it just like a roller. But if you want to like progressively slowly ease into it and take a little bit more speed every time, you can start manualing it. And then the greatest thing about it is it gives people the opportunity to learn how to pop. So like this guy's coming in at more speed. I have a feeling he's going to pop at the top, clear right over it, and his buddy followed his lead. So once they're done with that one, they could try one that's a little bit bigger. They come in a few different sizes that progressively work their way up. So ideally, people could ride the double bubble and work their way up to bigger double bubbles, and the next thing you know, hitting something that's just a lip to a pile of dirt landing and not have to have that fear factor of jumping a double jump for your first time because you slowly work into it. So hopefully the double bubble is like the training wheels of learning how to jump a bike. We're hanging out where they're doing the Outlaws of Dirt contest in the pits of Otter Classic, and wouldn't you know it, they're using some FlowForm ramps, which is awesome. Pretty excited to see them using these for the contest. We've got the 5.5 foot on the rider's right and the 6.5 foot on the rider's left. These are the launch pads, which are the standard kickers that you'll see in all of your favorite bike parks that are using FlowForm ramps. They're definitely the next step from the double bubble. These are the ones that are always set up with a gap to a dirt landing. You see people doing crazy tricks. And they also, just like the Roadster, they have nice, consistent, smooth radius transitions. So the idea is you're never gonna get G'd out in the face. That's definitely one of the main things with FlowForm. That's something that we always try to have consistent throughout all the products is when you come in with speed, speed's your friend, so you don't want to be punished for that. So smooth transitions that just kind of toss you right up in the air, and what you do with that air time is up to you. Some people do bar spins, some people do knack-knacks, some people just go like that. That's what's great about a bike park with FlowForm ramps. You can do whatever you want in the air, and there's plenty of opportunities for airtime when you got these ramps.
So I wanted to introduce Cam McCall's signature series. This is his flagship model. We call it the Roaster. It's 7.5 feet tall. It's got a dual compound radius that Cam helped develop. It goes from 20 feet and blends up to 11 foot to give you a nice pop at the lip. It has an adjustable leg system, so with just a couple of adjustments on the bolts, you can adjust to uneven terrain. You can also adjust the pitch overall with different leg fitting options. And one of the last benefits is you can get multiple riding surface options. And we offer all that in our product line. All right, guys, thank you for joining us at the Sea Otter 2014. We had a great event here. Check us out at FlowFormRamps.com. We have our full catalog available for download. Real stoked on the product. We're looking forward to have a lot of ramps and communities out real soon.